evening, everybody, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where it is homecoming, and the Lancers are about to take on Billerica Memorial High School. I'm Brian Bates, along with Trey Cruz. The Lancers and Billerica, the two bottom-tier teams in both Division I and Division II, respectively, in the MIA Power Rankings. The Lancers are coming off a crazy win against Drake at High School, where they won by 1 point tonight. They're going to be looking to continue that win streak. Trey, last week it was all about the wide receivers. This week, what are we looking at?
Well, this week we definitely just want to build off what we saw last week. I mean, it was a 1-point-1, 42-41, very offensive game. And we just want to see Valerio and Luis Crispin and Justin Rivera really connecting. Last week, Nelson Valerio recorded 320 passing yards, and Luis Crispin managed to get 127 receiving yards. If they can light it up like they did last week, we can be in for a good game.
Yeah, 32 points there in the first half as well, something that's not traditional with this Lancer squad. They're typically a second-half team. We'll see if the Lancers can continue that winning streak as they take on Billerica Memorial High School. It is homecoming here at Lawrence High School. Game time is next.
When you skip breakfast at school, you have no energy. When you have no energy, you fall asleep in class. When you fall asleep in class, you have nightmares of wild animals dancing on your head. Don't have nightmares of wild animals dancing on your head.
Kids who eat breakfast perform better in class, behave better, have better attendance.
Eat a healthy breakfast at school every day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Robert P. Fitzgerald Field here at Lawrence's Veterans Memorial Stadium.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Lawrence High School. Tonight, the Lancers look to stay on the winning track after beating Drake in their last matchup away at Drake. They had a tough game, but a high offensive affair, 42-41. In that game, Nelson Valerio threw for 320 yards. Rainier Almonte, 134 receiving yards, and Luis Crispin, 127 receiving yards. So definitely an offensive affair for the Lancers last time out. This time around, the Lancers look to beat Billerica, a team that is kind of on the same track as Lawrence, except they have yet to win a game. They're 0-6. Last time out, they lost to Central Catholic 42-13. Central Catholic now the MVC champs after beating Chelmsford 46-19. So the MVC crown has basically been taken care of, Trey, and now it's kind of just shaping out the rest of the playoff scenarios. Things are not looking up for Lawrence, but a win here definitely helps out.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, you look at their past losses, and they've been pretty painful, for the most part, and not really any blowouts, I would say. It seemed to be like a manageable game, and then they just let it go at the end. But what's really interesting is they beat Drake by like a point, and it's a very interesting game because it was just, close game.
Yeah.
And if they really get a game, if they lose this game, this could be very bad because I mean, it's almost the equivalent of being undefeated, and I think that they just need to win this game.
As we said, it is homecoming for the Lancers, and we will take a second here for the national anthem and then kickoff of homecoming 2013 football matchup between the Lawrence Lancers and the Billerica Memorial High School Indians. right, so the Lancers getting ready to kick off this game. Trey, you know, the Lancers, a young team, we've talked a lot this season about them, specifically the running game with Kenny Richards, sophomore running back, had a really good game against Drake the last time they played last week. And Kenny Richards has kind of been that spark of the running game, and any well-balanced offense has both the running attack and obviously after last week the passing game as well.
Well, we definitely need him to perform. I mean, he's really our only reliable running back. I mean, other people can play running back, but he's definitely our most consistent guy at that position. And if he can develop over the next couple of years, he can definitely be a force to be reckoned with throughout the MVC.
Number 7, senior Jordan Billerica. Number 33, senior.
So you see the captains going out there right now.
Lawrence captains are number 2. Senior Rainier Almonte.
Rainier Almonte, number 2.
Andy De La Cruz.
Number 14, Louis Crispin.
Louis Crispin. And number 65, senior
Pedro Rivera. And number 7.
Starting offenses tonight. First
out there for the Lancers as well.
And wide receiver will be number 21, junior Kevin Casey, and number 11, junior John Smith. Tight end will be
it's a late arriving crowd here in Lawrence High School. A chilly October evening. Perfect for football.
Number 3, junior Nick Oracoya. The offensive line will have number 70, junior Ryan O'Connor, number 51, junior John Zafaris, number 76, junior Mike Greensmith.
As we said at the top of the broadcast, the MVC, some quick MVC notes to pass along before the game kicks off. Central grabbed the MVC crown by downing Chelmsford 46-19 in their last game. And it's the first MVC crown for Central Catholic, actually, since 1998, Trey. That's going back to, you know, my soon graduating days of high school, 1998. And it's their first playoff performance, actually, since 2006. So Central Catholic definitely feeling the vibe this season, as they're actually number 3 right now in the power rankings in Division I.
It's really interesting, though, because usually you think, you know, Central Catholic's such a good school in most sports. You think they'd have, like, MVC crown almost every year.
Exactly. But when I saw the stat, I was like, wow, 1998. That's a long time.
That's when I was born.
Okay, that makes me feel old.
Sorry.
But with the playoff system back in 2006, you know, they did make the playoffs. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was a shared title for them back in 06. This year they are the sole winners, and they will represent the MVC in the new playoff format. 8 teams of the 11 will make the playoffs. That start in just a couple weeks. The remaining teams who don't make it will continue on with the schedule. Those games have yet to be determined. And we are underway. A low drive line kick down to the 10. And that's where Billerica will take off to the 20, 25, 30, breaking on the outside down at the 35-yard line.
Number 21, Kevin Casey on the kickoff return for
the junior Kevin Casey on the return. Brings it out to the 35, and that's where Billerica will start off here in the first quarter.
And this is where we're really going to see if Billerica will take on the approach that pretty much every team that's played Lawrence has taken. Just run the ball and pound it in, and try to run out the clock in doing so and score a couple of touchdowns in the meantime. And it's been pretty effective. Lawrence is looking to patch the holes in that and hopefully change things around.
There's Jordan Ballerino spinning around, throwing the outside, and it's thrown away. Great coverage there by the Lancers.
Jordan Ballerino's first pass of the game is incomplete. Second down and 10 for Billerica.
Ballerino, a senior quarterback. Listed a little over 6 feet, so it's a very tall offensive line, though. Jeff Trainer in motion to the outside. The give. Plenty of room right up the middle. Taking on the outside is Nick Oracoya. Nick Oracoya with the carry all the way down to the 40-yard line.
The Lancer territory for a first down for Billerica.
And we're definitely seeing the, a little bit of struggles defensively in there. It looks like they're just not ready for that yet, but I think as the game goes on, usually they start to patch up the running game a bit, running defense a bit. But they definitely need to stop it now before it gets out of hand.
There's Arakoya again taken down for a loss of 4 on the play. Arakoya taken down.
4 yards as Jeffrey Koss makes the tackle in the backfield for
Jeffrey Koss with the sack.
Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Will be 2nd and 13.
So 2nd and 13 for the Indians. Billerica, the quarterback for Billerica, waiting for the call from the sideline, gets it, and will go under center. He steps back out to the shotgun.
Billerica seems in no rush to get this play going.
Not at all. 3 wide receivers, too. Give me a quarterback keeper, brings it back to the line of scrimmage. A little yard gain on that as well to the 40.
Lawrence's number 70, Darius Morkeski, made the stop. 3rd down and 9 for Billerica at the Lawrence 40.
So 3rd and 9. Big 3rd down here for the Lancers. Billerica looking confused. Players don't know where to go. Now they're going to go trips far right. Lone receiver near side, number 21, Kevin Casey. And now a timeout's going to be called. Yeah, a lot of miscommunication there.
Definitely. You've been able to see it. I mean, their quarterback is definitely just keeps looking to the sideline every play, confused as to what's going on. And they definitely need to be communicate better if they want to stop the Lawrence defense, because they're giving Lawrence more than enough time to plan out what they're going to do.
Looked like some miscommunication between the quarterback and his receivers on where to place. They're going to line up the same way. 3 wide receivers far. Kevin Casey near side. That's number 21. High snap to Billerica. He's going to be taken down and sacked. Another loss of 6. Xavier Santiago this time. And that'll bring up a 4th down and force Billerica to punt.
Down for a 5-yard loss. Billerica will face 4th and 15 at the Lancer 46.
You can really tell Lawrence just is focused on the running defense. I mean, last home game, they were just struggling with that. I mean, they couldn't stop them, any team, in that regard. But tonight, it really looks like they fixed that up.
Well, credit to the Lawrence defensive line by plowing through Billerica's offense. Here we get 2 sacks on that set. There's the punt away, taken at the 13-yard line, fumble on it, and that's where the ball will be down. Lancers will start their first offensive series from the 13-yard line. That'll be 1st down.
Go on offense, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at their own 14-yard line.
It is homecoming 2013 here at Lawrence High School. Halftime, the homecoming princesses will be announced. Stay tuned for that.
Not very good field position right now for Lawrence, but
deep in their own zone.
Yes.
There's the give to Kenny Richards. Richards going to be ripped back and taken down for no gain.
Carry for Lawrence. He is caught in the backfield by Billerica's number 25, Billy Mercer. Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for Lawrence from their own 13.
Second down and 11 from the 13-yard line. Valerio back to pass. Justin Rivera now ahead, close to a 1st down, but short at the 26-yard line. So they'll bring up a 3rd and looks like 2.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. Lawrence will face 3rd down and 3 from their own 21-yard line.
So we marked at the 3rd down and 3 from the 21-yard line. Valerio back to pass again. There's Kenny Richards wide open on the left side. He'll take it down to the 40, 45, 50. All the way down to the 40 and 30 of Billerica and out of bounds. No, stays in bounds and for a touchdown. Kenny Richards. Lawrence High School first on the board.
Valerio's pass complete to number 14, Lewis Crispin, but there is a penalty flag on the
But there is a flag on the play, and it looks like it's coming all the way back. And it's going to be holding. So it looked like a opening drive touchdown for the Lancers is going to come all the way back on a holding penalty. That's going to hurt, especially if you're Kenny Richards.
Actually, it was Lewis Crispin as they had corrected.
We'll replay 3rd down. Ball spotted back at the Lancer 21, so it's 3rd down and a long 3.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 3. Kenny Richards, the lone back, 3 wide receivers far side. Justin Rivera near. Valerio back to pass. Looking for Rivera, caught and inbounds at the 36-yard line for 1st down, Lancers.
Lancer 1st down. A gain of 15 yards. It'll be 1st and 10, Lawrence.
Offensive line doing a good job right now, giving plenty of time.
It feels like Valerio likes to throw a lot of those running passes.
He likes to scramble out of the pocket.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10, Valerio. Here's Richards on the screen, gonna break 1 tackle, 2 out and dances for a gain of 3 to the 40-yard line. And that's what we were talking about earlier, Trey. Kenny Richards really improving this entire season. And as a sophomore, imagine next year the running back the Lancers will have.
One of the things he does is he doesn't just find like openings in places. He will go into a crowd of people and come out
and create that running. Yeah, he creates that open.
I mean, with him on it, they don't even need an offensive line.
6:18 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Lancers. And flag on the play. The give was to Richards. Be a false start though on the Lancers, and the ball will move back.
Lawrence for illegal procedure, motion prior to the snap. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll move the ball back to the 36-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
So after the penalty, it's 2nd down and 10 for the Lancers. Here's Valerio taken to the outside. Has a receiver, and it's Rivera caught for a 1st down, or at least close to it.
I feel like Rivera's been bailing Valerio out a bit on those passes right on the sideline, keeping the feet in bounds somehow.
So 1st down, Lancers, putting together a quality drive to start the game off. Crowd slowly getting bigger as the quarter progresses. There's Richards right up the middle, wide open to the 40. A great run down to the 35-yard line. Another first down for the Lancers.
Kenny Richards with a 17-yard gain on first down. Moves the ball down to the 30.
So Richards with a 17-yard gain. And right now carrying the Lancers on his back, along with quarterback Nelson Valerio.
He's also seems to be carrying a few defenders on his back at some point.
Exactly. Pass complete to Lewis Crispin, and Crispin ahead for 5 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Gain of about 5 yards on first down.
Clock continues to run.
Down at 5 for Lawrence.
At the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. No score,
Lancers are on the move.
but right now Lawrence dominating the time of possession. They've ticked off a good 4 minutes on the clock. There's the give to Richards. This time he's tied up. Maybe a gain of 1, maybe no gain.
That was an interesting handoff because by the time he was handing it off, the defender was literally right there. It was, I mean, the defender could have actually grabbed the handoff if you were there just a bit sooner. It's very close.
Third and 5 from the 30-yard line. Valerio under pressure, taken back for a sack all the way back at the 40-yard line. Valerio couldn't find anyone, and defensive blitz just taking him down.
Ball spotted back at the 39-yard line of Billerica. Lawrence will have fourth down and about 13 yards to go for a first.
So 4th and 3rd down, look for the Lancers to go for it. You're in fourth down territory.
We'll go for it on 4th and 13.
It feels like neither offensive line's been very efficient in keeping out the defensive line. And it looks like both quarterbacks have been under a lot of pressure. But, you know, Lawrence has managed to get some more offense out of it than Billerica.
Long deep pass, has a man open, touchdown! Oh, man, in and out of the hands of Justin Rivera. That looked like a touchdown for the Lancers. In and out of his hands. Instead, Billerica will take over.
Just incomplete.
On a loss of downs.
Billerica will take over. They'll have 1st and 10 and work from their own 39-yard line.
Justin Rivera wide open on the right side.
Just couldn't manage to, you know, get that in his hands properly.
Valerio laid it right there for him. Just couldn't hold on. So Billerica will take over. Urakoya all the way down to the 35-yard line of Lawrence. About a 25-yard gain.
He ripped off a big gain into Lancer territory down to the 33-yard line.
So Nick Urakoya, the junior running back, matching Kenny Richards of Lawrence for rushing yards early on here in the first quarter. Jordan Bollerino back in at quarterback. Back to Urakoya for a gain of about 5.
He picks up 4.
And he's taken down at the 32-yard line.
Second down, Billerica.
.230 to go here in the first quarter. Okoye again on the carry. Trying to push it forward for a first down, but it's going to be short. Short by 1, so it'll be a 3rd down and 1 coming up for Billerica.
For the Lancer defense, along with Xavier Santiago. 3rd down and short for Billerica, just inside the Lawrence 25.
Big 3rd down here. And a fumble on the play, bad snap. And all the way back at the 40-yard line. Jordan Bollerino recovers the fumble, but look at that as a nice 15-yard loss. So Lancers defense capitalizing on a Billerica mistake.
16 yards to go for a first at the Lawrence 39.
They definitely made sure to. It was interesting because you got Lawrence, and they were kind of struggling in that thing. They were there was a 3rd down and 2, so they could have very well run the ball and likely gotten a touchdown, first down. But that bad snap and make a mistake, Lawrence capitalizes, stops them, and stops them in the tracks.
So 4th and 16, rather, 4th and 16.
We'll have to wait till Sunday to find out who their opponent is next week. Be sure to check the paper to see where your favorite team is playing. Never too early to make your Thanksgiving plans. The Lawrence Lancers will play their Thanksgiving matchup on Wednesday evening, the night before Thanksgiving, against the Salem Blue Devils on the road up in Salem, New Hampshire. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m.
So 4th and 16 for Billerica. You know, the way Lawrence moved the ball on their first drive, if I was Billerica right now, I'd punt the ball away, but it looks like they're lining up to go for it.
It seems like that's been a strategy for both teams to go for 4th downs, and you know, it's pretty tough field position to really get anything going, I think. You know, Lawrence is definitely going to be covering the passing very hard, very well right here.
Lawrence dropping back into a zone. Billerica give me a turnover on downs.
Very short on that
Very
pass.
short pass intended for Jeff Traynor, but going to be an incomplete pass, about 10 yards short on the pass. So Lancers will have great field position.
They'll have 1st and 10 working from their own 39-yard line. Just over a minute remaining here in the first quarter of the scoreless game.
So 1st and 10 Lancers, 1:14 to go in the first quarter. And they'll start off their second drive of the game from the 39-yard line. Valerio back to pass again. All the time in the world. Staying in the pocket. Going to go deep. Has a man wide open. And it's going to be caught. Off to the races and off for the first touchdown of the game. The Lancers are first on the board.
Amazing how he sees the defenders coming, stopped. He took a good couple seconds after he stopped and just stood there, watched what they did, and just ran right in.
Exactly. Randy Almonte with the touchdown. And Almonte coming off a huge game against Drake-It of 134 yards receiving, capitalizes on that one off a terrific throw from Nelson Valerio.
Eddie Cabrera's extra point kick is good.
So the extra point is good, and the Lancers lead 7-0 here
Billerica 0.
at Homecoming 2013. Great offensive play. Valerio, Almonte, touchdown. It's almost like Almonte was just standing there waiting for the pass.
Yeah, he just stopped, got the ball, and my favorite thing is he just runs for like a second, stops, watches his defender just run by. And he gets like time to think about the move he's gonna make. Like, what am I gonna do? And he has a couple of seconds actually to really just maneuver around and then get to the end zone and score. Exceptional play there.
So a little under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Lancers first to strike.
The kickoff for Lawrence.
If we remember, they're almost the first to strike even earlier.
Yeah.
It was just off.
Call back.
Yeah.
Off the holding.
They're definitely feeling it offensively tonight.
As the kickoff taken at the 15-yard line, 30 up to the 40, carries the Lawrence defender out to the 38-yard line.
Nick Oracoya on the kickoff return.
So Oracoya, right now, is the only answer for Billerica. The running back and the kickoff special team specialist.
Special teams for Lawrence. First and 10, Billerica from their own 39.
So Billerica is still talking about their next offensive set. I didn't count Trey, but Valerio seemed to have about at least, I mean, it seemed forever, probably a good 7 seconds standing in the pocket.
That
which is something abnormal for him.
Has been, and getting things going in this drive, and they've given him a chance to actually stand in the pocket. Usually the pocket is non-existent for this team.
Right,
anyway.
right.
It's just like a zone of the field. That's pretty much all it is for them now. I mean, before they couldn't really do anything there, but now he's really managed to stay in that spot and just get the ball to the to the receiver that needs it. Be it Almonte or Crispin or whoever.
Right. There's a quarterback keeper, Billerica, all the way across the 50-yard line for the first down.
He's across the 50 into Lancer territory. Victor Martinez made the stop. But it's a 13-yard gain, and Billerica has first and 10 at the Lawrence 48.
They have but 35 seconds or so just to get this play off. And that's including the time they're taking to set up.
They'll run it down for probably the last play of the first quarter. Flag on the play. There's Oracoya.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Carries the ball to the 43-yard line. But it looks like it's coming back. And it's holding.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and we will replay first down.
So right now, penalty is killing Billerica.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they've just been stopped, and the only thing that could be interpreted as good is that it gave them another shot.
Yeah.
Because that didn't work out in the end anyways. I'm not sure if they'll take it. They won't. Oh, they will.
Billerica's pass complete to Oracoya, but he is tackled for a loss on the play by Darius Markensky.
So Billerica takes it for the loss, and that'll close out the first quarter. Lancers on top, 7-0, as they were the first to score. A Valerio to Almonte touchdown pass puts the Lancers on top. Trey, thoughts for the first quarter?
Oh, well. Pretty good offensive game for Lawrence. They only put 1 touchdown on the board, which is still pretty good for a quarter. They did manage to play such offense that you'd think they'd have like a couple touchdowns already, and if it wasn't for a bad penalty here or there, they definitely could be put in a position to get this game and get rolling offensively.
So they'll switch sides, and the Indians will try to get something going. They face a daunting task as it's 2nd and 22.
2nd and 22 from their own 40-yard line.
Long way to go for a first down. Jordan Billerica and Nick Oracoya will try to get something going. Billerica scrambles on the outside. Vicious hit.
Billerica's pass intended.
Jordan Billerica slow to get up.
3rd down and long for Billerica.
Gotta be careful of flag there, direct head-to-head contact. NFL, that would have been a flag.
Oh, definitely.
And about a $25,000 fine.
I don't think these players have $25,000.
No, I don't think so either.
$25,000 to spare. Almost some in Dominican too.
Yes. Jordan Billerica on the shotgun. Back to pass. Gonna look up. Has a man open. Caught for a first down and out of bounds. They're gonna call it a reception. Number 21, Kevin Casey. So a first down for Billerica, and that is not the type of secondary defense you want to see.
Yard line, and it's 1st and 10, Billerica.
So Arakoya stopped for a loss of 3 on the play.
Lon was there along with Xavier Santiago. Loss of a yard in the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11, Billerica.
So 2nd 11 for Billerica as they try to get something going. Wide open, touchdown Billerica. Jeff Trainer from Jordan Billerica ties the game.
To Jeff Trainer, 36 yards.
So definitely not the defense you wanted to see there from the Lancers.
I feel like both teams have been a little bit like, a little. They've been, I don't know, celebrating a little more than you normally see when they get a touchdown.
Well, Billerica, hey, they're looking for their first win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And anytime you can taste that early on, you're going to celebrate. And Lawrence, well, they're looking to put a little win streak together of their own. And the extra point is good.
Point kick is good.
So Jeff Trainer scoring the touchdown and getting the extra point.
7, Billerica 7.
Lawrence defense going to come to the sideline and talk about what went wrong there. A couple big plays led up a touchdown. So 10 minutes to go in the first half. The Lancers and Indians are tied 7-7. Very busy day here at Lawrence High School with the pep rally earlier, celebrating homecoming. Busy weekend, actually, with the game tonight, and tomorrow the homecoming, Saturday the homecoming dance. Pep rally, a successful but very loud affair.
As always.
Great job demonstrating all the things to offer here at Lawrence High School, from the robotics club to the dance club, JROTC, sports teams. The theme this year, just getting everyone involved.
For Billerica will be number 14, Jeff Trainer. Deep to receive for Lawrence, number 33, Jacob Toledo, and number 20, Adrian Lopez.
It almost feels like a quarter's about to start because like an exact number of minutes on the board, 10 minutes left. And I'm about to kick it off. And
Timekeeper did a great job.
yes.
It's like when you're pumping gas and you want to enter right on that straight up dollar.
I don't pump a lot of gas, so I can't relate.
Short kick. Looking for a fumble on that, not going to get it. Nice blocking on the outside, but ripped down and taken down.
A little somersault on that.
Lancers once again starting with great field position. Xavier Rosado with the kickoff return. And that's where the Lancers will start it. Their first series of the second quarter.
So right now, both teams are like exchanging touchdowns.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Both teams are trying to keep this going.
A lot of yardage, but little points for the yardage. Both teams marching up and down the field, but only 7 points for each team to show. Kenny Richards, little juke move, inside, outside, back inside, and taken down as he pushes forward more, carrying 4 or 5. Look at that. defenders pushing them forward for an additional 10 yards.
Kenny Richards.
Thank you, offensive line.
20 yards into Billerica.
I don't know how he does this. I really don't. He'll have a bunch of guys all over him, and he'll manage to get a lot of yardage, despite the fact.
Kenny Richards looked like he was going to be brought down, and his offensive line just picked him up and carried him practically. Valerio to pass, rolls on the outside, has Rivera. Flag on the play. If I saw that correctly, it looked like he was going to be ripped down from the back. It's going to go against Lawrence, it looks like.
We can tell there's one great thing about that play.
Yeah.
Valerio turned around and immediately knew where Rivera was.
Yeah.
That means Rivera was definitely on his route, and he was not moving out of the, is not leaving his route at all, which is very good in football because you need to, the quarterback needs to know where you are.
10-yard penalty, or holding. We'll replay first down. Valerio, the give. Scramble on the outside on Monty. Hit once, twice, and taken down finally at the 43-yard line.
Moves the ball down to the Billerica 43-yard line. Jordan Billerica made the tackle. Lawrence was second down and about 7 to go.
So second down. 7 yards to go. Valerio back to pass, being chased, had to throw the ball away.
Valerio's pass.
And there's going to be a flag. Yeah.
Intentional
grounding. Yeah, they were looking at it. They wanted to make sure they were right. And they'll call it.
Penalty will go against Lawrence for intentional
No receiver
grounding.
in the area. So that'll move the ball back even more.
Ball spotted back at the 48-yard line. Lawrence will have third down and about 17 to go for a first.
So third down, 17 to go for the Lancers from the 48-yard line. Valerio scrambling again. Finds no one, goes to his right, scampers, goes back to the outside. He'll take it himself. Inbounds to the 45-yard line, back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a dangerous dive.
Yeah.
There were guys coming at him. Not the best time to dive right there.
Ball will be spotted down at the Billerica 44-yard line. It'll be fourth down and 9 for Lawrence. And an apparent punting situation.
Crowd really into it today. Crowd really into it today. I'm watching like most games.
It's gotten louder and louder as the evening has progressed.
Hear chants of SpongeBob and I don't know why. It's been.
Looking on the football field, I don't think I've ever seen so many fluorescent colors.
Nor have I.
From the pinks to the yellows, the greens, the blues.
It actually seems like there's been a lot of pink lately. Some for breast cancer awareness, and some just because I guess some
decorative.
Some pink.
Lancers back to punt, high, short kick. Take a Lancer bounce though. keeps on rolling down to the 21-yard line. It's about a 30-yard punt. It'll be a real Billerica ball with 6:54 to go in the first half. So a poor offensive showing there for the Lancers. Number of penalties hurting them. Look for the defense to get back on track after letting up a touchdown to tie things up.
Interestingly, the whole penalties thing was like their issue last year. It looked like it occurred a bit again this year, but up until tonight, we really hadn't seen it so much, so I don't think it's much to be concerned about.
And a timeout on the field.
Timeout,
Billerica. So 1st and 10 Billerica from the 21. And take it all the way back to the 12.
Manuel Blond and Tommy Tron combined to bring down Nick Oracoya for a 6-yard
Oracoya was given the ball and taken back. Jordan Bollerino going from under the center to now in the shotgun. Aquino next to him. He'll scramble to the outside. Has a man open, number 4, Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe breaks 1 tackle, 2, and taken out at the 20-yard line.
Bollerino's pass is complete to number 4, Rob Lowe. Darius Markeski made the
It seems like this game has been a game where there's just been a lot of breaking tackles from both teams, from almost every player.
Billerica from their own 20.
Scrambling wide open to Drew Laundrie. Laundrie out to the 40.
Bollerino's pass complete to number 20, Drew Laundrie. That's good for a Billerica first down. Victor Martinez made the tackle for Lawrence. Ball spotted up.
So first down Billerica,
10 Billerica.
with 5:17 to go in the first half. Drew Laundrie wide open right in the middle. Here's Bollerino taken down for a sack.
Seemed like I was pretty ineffective QB sneak with that collapsing offensive line
Back at the
immediately.
35-yard line, 2nd down and 15.
You can see how Billerica is 0-6.
Yeah.
Just in their play alone. Very sloppy. Let up a lot. Their offensive line let up a lot of sacks. Almost let up one there. Incomplete. Intended for Drew Laundrie.
The offensive line is definitely, I mean, you could tell his quarterback he doesn't seem to be a bad quarterback. It's just that he's had no opportunities because
Offensive line not giving them.
they've been forcing.
That's I think the biggest difference in this game so far is the offensive line. Lawrence offensive line giving Valerio plenty of time to throw the ball, and he's capitalized on 1 touchdown to Rainier Almonte. Billerica, on the other hand, well, as you see there, almost letting up the sack again. This time dumped it off to Laundrie again. Laundrie pushing forward out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Picks up 7 yards. Rainier Almonte knocked them out of bounds. Not quite enough for a first down, so Billerica will face fourth down and about 3 from their own 47. Billerica will go for it on 4th and 3 at their own
4th and 3. Well, right there, there's a flag. It's going to be an open play. Wide open down the sideline, incomplete.
And that won't go, so
it's going to be a penalty on Lawrence.
Trainer is incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be good enough for a first down.
Looks like that penalty is going to go against Lawrence.
Offsides. So 4th and 3 is now going to be a first down for Billerica. And those decisions right there show you of an 0-6 team.
Yeah.
Going for it on a 4th and 3 from, Lawrence's 45-yard line.
Yeah.
This timeout gives us the opportunity
looking for any spark,
the 2013 Lancer football cheerleaders. For the class of 2017, Denion Aviles. From the class of 2016, Liz Meralda.
So a timeout on the field with 4 minutes to go
Alexis Colon,
here in the first half.
Evelise Sullivan and Christina Stewart. From the class of 2015, Jo Marie Barreras, Kiana Morales, and Delia Navarez. The seniors representing the class of
It is definitely a chilly night here in Lawrence.
Julia
First chilly night of the season, football-wise at least.
Very much so.
Daniela Perez.
And so
It would help, Trey, if you were in a little bit more than just a sweater.
Yes, well, it
I'm
wasn't
sitting here with a jacket,
not
winter
very,
hat.
not very windy earlier, and then now I'm starting to feel a little cold, but
You're defying winter, Trey.
Chanel Sanchez.
that's what I do.
Head coach for the football cheerleaders is Jenny Blatchford, assisted by Carla Rose.
There's the quarterback keeper. Flag on the play. Jordan Ballerino out to the 44-yard line, 43.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Shot block. Going to be called on Billerica.
Illegal block. Penalty against Billerica for the illegal block moves the ball back to the 37-yard line where it's first down and 23.
So first down and 23 for Billerica after that chop block. Sets them all the way back 23 yards. Ballerino looking downfield, had Laundry open. If Laundry had just jumped up for the ball, he may have had it. But John Smith will be called for the incomplete pass.
There is Burgos on the coverage for Lawrence. Second down at 25.
So second and 25, 3:26 to go here in the first half. It is 7-7. Lancers tied with Billerica. Lancers were the first to score on a Valerio to Almonte touchdown. Rainier Almonte getting the reception and then scampering in 10 yards. There's another sack. Jordan Ballerino
Gandy with the quarterback
getting no time at all from the offensive line.
Down Jordan Ballerino for a loss.
As Lawrence having their way with it now.
Billerica
defensively.
Third down and a long, long way to go for a first from their own 30.
So it brings up third and 30 for Billerica. Billerica, one of those traditional MVC teams where they'll be a powerhouse for 2 or 3 years and then they'll drop off the map for a couple of years, and that's what they're in right now.
Ballerino's pass intended for Trainer is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
So an incomplete pass, flags in the play though. And the referees will talk about it in the middle. Lawrence saying they tipped the ball.
Referee's ruling is that the ball was deflected, so there is no penalty on the play.
So no penalty, ball deflected. It looked like it was going to be a pass interference. But because it was tipped, there'll be no flag on the play, and it'll bring up 4th and 30.
So that brings up 4th down and 32 yards to go for a first for Billerica. Jeff Trainer back to punt for Billerica.
High punt. Great punt, actually, by Billerica all the way down to the 20. Oh, lost the ball. Better hop on it. And Lawrence will get the ball, but an unbelievable punt. A 63-yard punt by Jeff Green of Billerica. Downs the ball at the 6-yard line.
They'll work from their own 7-yard line with about 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. Be sure to stick around at halftime as Lawrence presents their 2013 Homecoming Princesses.
Very bad time for such a play right now.
.226 to go here in the first half. Pass, Rivera, out to close to the 20.
First down pass complete to number 14, Lewis Crispin.
Lewis Crispin, rather, on the reception.
Billerica's Nick Oracoya made the tackle.
Definitely very athletic, very skilled player.
19-yard line, 1st and 10 Lawrence.
Valerio spreading the wealth between Crispin, Almonte, and Rivera all game long so far. Valerio will keep it and take him down for a loss of 1.
Valerio brought down from behind by Oracoya. Loss of about half a yard in the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Lawrence. It's the 2-minute warning, 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
So 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Lancers are still tied with the Billerica Indians. Don't forget at halftime, some homecoming ceremonies as the homecoming princesses will be announced. Their principals on hand.
And that was just a tough one for him to catch. There was no way he was going to get that pass.
Billerica on the coverage for Billerica. It's 3rd down for Lawrence.
That incompletion will stop the clock at 1:55. It's definitely gotten progressively colder.
Yeah, it's that wind when it kicks up.
Wind chill.
Yeah, the wind chill, yes, Trey. Skipper, oh, vicious hit from the back.
He did not look ready for that.
Clock runs.
Nelson Valerio is sacked. Number 62, Sean Cullen, was there for the Billerica defense.
But a timeout by Billerica. How many timeouts does a team get, Trey?
At their own 18.
Seems like their 7th timeout.
Billerica has called the timeout. That's the final timeout of the half.
It's looking like a basketball game right now with the timeouts. But it's a lot colder.
Both the Lancers and the Indians of Billerica have run and passed the way down the field both ways, but only a combined 14 points to show for it.
Very tight game right now, scoring-wise. Not that there's been a lot of scoring. Like, this definitely looks like it's on track to, not so much in the offensive output, but in how close it is. It looks to be much like their last game against Drake.
Billerica punts the ball away, and it'll be downed at the 36-yard line.
Eddie Cabrera with a 45-yard punt for Lawrence down to the Billerica 36-yard line. Covered by Lawrence's number 25, Jonathan Arias. So Billerica will have the ball. They'll have 1st and 10 at their own 36 with about a minute and a half to go before halftime.
I think the crowd will get tired with the little horns, but
it's been going on, Trey, since about 2 o'clock. Only headaches to show for it. So 1st and 10 for Billerica. Once again, Lancers putting pressure and going to be caught on the outside line by Jeff Trainer.
Number 14, Jeff Trainer.
So Ballerino.
Daryl Munoz knocked him out of bounds. It's a 14-yard pickup to midfield where Billerica
gets the ball in midfield. No timeouts for Billerica.
In a minute and 19 left.
Minute 19 to go. Set the chains, clock will start. Ballerino back to pass, incomplete.
It's hit a couple of those really low passes.
Yeah.
Intended for Trainer is incomplete. Daryl Munoz on the coverage.
It appears that sometimes he thinks his receivers are a lot shorter than they really are.
Ballerino back to pass again. Has a man open, 40. And out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
They know how they make a point to go out of bounds every single play.
Rob Lowe on the reception.
Rob Lowe. Victor Martinez wrestled him out of bounds, but that's another Billerica 1st down. That's 1st and 10 for Billerica. They're at the Lawrence 37.
And you know, all sorts of food and drink are being sold throughout the stadium. We've got people peddling water to support the junior class.
Ballerino taken down again. Another sack as the clock is under a minute.
For a loss of 3. So it'll be 2nd and 13, Billerica at the Lawrence 40.
Billerica hurrying it up, no timeouts. Blew 2 in the 1st quarter and the rest all here in the 2nd. Ballerino scampering and going to be incomplete. He'll stop the clock at 36 seconds and bring up a 3rd down.
Ballerino's pass intended for Trainer incomplete. 3rd down.
Back to pass, Billerica. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
What a catch. All the way down and out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Ball looked like it was going to be deflected, incomplete, but deflected to Rob Lowe all the way down to the 2 yard line.
That is something you do not see often. A remarkable play there.
But a 37-yard gain on that.
Big mistake by Lawrence's secondary.
3-yard line.
They seemed like they got a little lazy after he deflected it and didn't
And a touchdown.
check to stop it. And there's Billerica.
No, incomplete, they're saying. Did not have possession of the ball. So incomplete.
Check that. That's been ruled incomplete.
So an incomplete pass stops the clock at 13 seconds.
Pass intended for number 20, Drew Laundrie. It's incomplete, so it's second and goal for Billerica at the Lawrence 3-yard line with about 14 seconds to go before half.
High snap, Billerica. Man wide open, end zone, touchdown.
Touchdown, Billerica.
With seconds left in the
And that is not going to make the Lawrence coaches happy at all in the locker room.
With 8 seconds remaining.
not a way to end the half.
Billerica putting together a drive off a lucky catch by Rob Lowe, deflected.
Amazing.
Led to the touchdown that puts Billerica Indians on top 13-7. We'll see if they'll hit the extra point.
That was not lucky. That was legendary.
Well, if you're in the secondary, your job is to get either an interception or drop the ball, knock it down, and this time deflection went to the opposing team's receiver. And the extra point will not be good as they're going for 2. So we will go to halftime if the score stays this way at 13-7.
I don't know if this game's going. I don't even know if that's the case.
The evening has given Billerica the lead on Lawrence 13-7 with 8 seconds remaining before half. Jeff Trainer set the kickoff.
This first half has been riddled by a number of penalties on both sides of the ball. The story defensively for the Lancers has been the sacks on Billerica, the Billerica line not doing anything to help out quarterback Jordan Billerica.
Adrian Lopez with the kickoff return for Lawrence.
And that will run the clock out on the first half. At the end of the first half, the Lancers find themselves in a deficit, 13-7. A lot to be said in that locker room by the Lancer coaches. Would love to be a fly in the wall. It is halftime. We will have the presentation of the homecoming princesses right after this break.
Life's this hard, graduating can be even harder. But you can help Jose and the students in your community make it through by visiting boostup.org.
Creo que un compañero de clase de mi amigo tiene algo llamado autismo. El hijo del hermano de mi amigo tiene autismo. El hijo de mi vecino tiene autismo.
Mi hijo tiene autismo. El autismo está cada vez más cerca de casa. Hoy, 1 de cada 110 niños es diagnosticado con autismo, un aumento del 600% en 20 años. Conoce las señales del autismo en autismspeaks.org.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce the 2013 Lancer Homecoming Princesses. First, from the Business Management and Finance High School, Princess Stephanie Garcia, escorted by BNF Principal, Mr. Sean McCarthy. From the Health and Human Services High School, Princess Pamela Urena, escorted by HHS Principal, Mr. Paul Neal. From the High School Learning Center, HLC Princess Mia Laudet, escorted by HLC Principal, Mr. Bob Kerr. From the Humanities and Leadership Development High School, HLB Princess Charlene Ortega, escorted by HLB Principal, Mr. Michael Beato. From the International High School, Princess Joanny Garcia, escorted by International Principal, Mr. Geraldo Acosta. From the Math, Science, and Technology High School, MST Princess Annie Garcia, escorted by MST Principal, Mr. Timothy McCarran. And from the Performing and Fine Arts High School, PFA Princess Barbara Rangel, escorted by PFA Principal, Mr. Paul Benenato. Let's have a hand for the 2013 Lancer Homecoming Princesses. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your 2013 Lancer Football Cheerleaders.
All right, we pick it up with about 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Lancers scoring a touchdown to take the lead here, 14-13. They started off the second half with quite an impressive drive, capped off by a Rainier Almonte touchdown. Kind of an end sweep around. for a touchdown. It's his second touchdown of the game, and the Lancers find themselves in the lead once again, 14-13 over Billerica. 4:09 to go in the third quarter. Lancers and Billerica have been battling since the very beginning. A lot of yards on the ground, but a few points to count for that.
Penalty against
the Lancers.
An illegal procedure motion prior to the snap.
Penalty called on Billerica, so it'll be an illegal procedure, 5-yard penalty, bring it back to 4th and 9 now. And just like that, oh, give me a fumble on the play. The pass from Billerica was going to be stripped out of the hands of Jeff Trainer in the end zone, and he is in some pain. He's trying to get up and does, and it looks like he's not really in pain from physical pain, but more mental anguish, saying that he caught the ball and was in the end zone, but going to be stripped.
Lancer ball.
It'll be Lawrence ball.
They'll work from their own 2-yard line after the fumble recovery by Medina.
So 3:54 to go in the third quarter. There's a pass right up the middle. Number 16 for the Lancers, Justin Rivera.
Moves the ball out from the shadows of the Lancer goalposts, and that is good for a Lancer first down, 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line.
So a first down for the Lancers as they found themselves at the 14-yard line.
This is one of the few instances where the clock will end up running.
Is Kenny Richards right up the middle, breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles, and is down at the 33-yard line. So Kenny Richards getting a first down for the Lancers. And now the Lancers seem to be going to the ground a little bit and take some seconds off the clock.
From their own 32-yard line. Billerica's Rod Lowe made the tackle.
This is the time in the game when you have the lead, or even if it's by a point, you want to start getting some seconds off the clock. There's Almonte trying to break 1, 2, 3 tackles, finally taken down. Maybe for a short gain of 1.
Complete to number 2, Rainier Almonte, when he's smothered up by a host of Billerica defenders. Stopped for no gain. Second down and 10.
Valerio once again to Almonte on the outside this time. This whole game has been Almonte spreading the ball.
Valerio's pass complete to number 3, Christian Valentin. Gain of 6 yards. Third down and 4 for Lawrence at their own 38.
Definitely a very slow game.
It has. You know, we talked about that a little bit at halftime, how slow the game was. That first half taking an hour and 10 minutes. And if you look at it, it's from the amount of passing that has been going on both sides of the ball, both teams. Not a lot of running in the first half.
Interesting play there with the ball slightly tipped by a defender.
Yeah.
Intended for Lewis Crispin, incomplete.
Oh, it will not be a completion, but it almost was. Very good effort by Lewis Crispin.
So 4th down and 4 will force the Lancers to punt the ball. The punt goes out of bounds. A short punt by Lawrence.
Large punt goes out of bounds. Billerica will have the ball in good field position.
.121 to go in the 3rd quarter.
First and 10, Billerica at the Lawrence 45.
So 1st and 10, Billerica from the 45 of Lawrence. They are looking to regain the lead. High snap, and once again, Xavier Santiago with the sack. Number 7, Jordan Bollerino. Senior quarterback having a tough night behind there.
Yeah, he's just, and he hasn't had any opportunities as offensive line. They have been letting him down at every opportunity they've had to let him down. And, oh God, it's just, I feel bad for him right now. He's gonna hit a lot.
Bollerino back again. And it's going to be short. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete. 3rd down at 15 now. We're in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Bollerino trying to get the call from the sideline. Does, and is now ready. 3rd and 15 from the 50. Bollerino back to pass. Gonna go right sideline. A little miscommunication between him and Kevin Casey as the ball goes out of bounds. Incomplete.
Adrian Lopez and Victor Martinez were there on coverage for Lawrence. So Billerica will have
looks like Bollerino wanted Casey to go to the outside. Instead, he went to the inside.
In an apparent punting situation.
So Billerica from midfield will be forced to punt the ball. The 4th and 15 with 32 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Trainer set the punt for Billerica.
This has been a pretty boring couple of drives so far. Lately,
up and down the field, not much going on.
Timeout called by Lawrence.
Nice punt by Billerica, taken by Christian Valentin. Valentin, speedy, bumps into his own player. Was off to the races if he didn't hit him. And he'll be down at the 34-yard line.
And they have about 20 seconds to probably just get one play off and then just let it go to the 4th. This is definitely not the same Lancers team we saw last time. We covered a game when they'd allow so many rushing yards. This is a totally different team where the defense will shut you down
Here's Valentin on the outside, taking up to the 40, fumble, and a flag on the play. Lawrence got the ball back, though, on number 74, trudging his way down the sideline. The big man.
Number 74, Rodney McLean, advances the fumble.
Wow. Rodney McLean.
Penalty flag on the play.
It looks like it's going to come back, holding on the Lancers.
Why does it feel like every time something exciting happens?
Brought back by a flag.
Holding.
It'll be a penalty against Lawrence for holding. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So once again, something that seems so promising for the Lancers has them back.
Killed by a flag.
Yeah, to the 37. There's Valerio keeping it, 40, 45, and taken down at the 45. It looks like it'll be enough for a first down in the end of 3. It's the end of the third quarter. Lancers on top, 14-13, thanks to a touchdown by Renier Almonte. And the Lancers offense showing a sign of life to end the third quarter. Once again, the Lancers relying on Valerio throwing the ball in the air and not so much on the running game, although Kenny Richards, when he has run the ball, has been pretty effective, getting off a couple 15-yarders. Some fans coming by with some goodies for us.
It's time for the fourth quarter.
That'll warm you up a little bit, Trey.
Just reminding us how much we're loved.
Pass complete to Lewis Crispin. Gain of 7 yards on first down.
So Lewis Crispin went the reception.
For Lawrence. Now to Billerica 48.
Valerio on the keeper, 40, and out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
On the quarterback keeper. There's a penalty flag on the play.
So once again, a penalty on the play. It'll be holding on Lawrence, and the ball will be coming back.
Penalty against Lawrence for holding. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. We'll replay second down. Ball spotted at the Lawrence 45.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Second down and 10.
I'm sensing a pattern here with the codes.
Anytime they get a big play, it comes back from holding. Maybe that's why it's a big play, because of the holding. High snap, Valerio right to the middle. Lewis Crispin on the reception right at the first down line.
Will depend upon the spot. Number 19, Jake Marriott, is there for the Billerica defense. The officials will take a timeout and measure this one.
And it looks like they'll have to take a measure. The nose of the ball right on the marker. It looks like I think he's going to be a bit short just from where I'm standing. But we'll see what the referees say. 9:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. 14-13. The Lancers on top by 1. Once again, some quick MVC notes coming out of this 7th week. Central Catholic High School grabbed the MVC crown by beating Chelmsford 46-19. It's their first MVC crown since 1998. It'll be their first playoff appearance since 2006. Both Lawrence and Billerica, the 2 teams playing here tonight, are last in the MIAA Division 1 and 2 power rankings.
Remember, Lancers fans, you can watch this and any other Lancers game we broadcast on channel 41 and 99 if you have Verizon or Comcast respectively. You can also watch it on YouTube on your mobile device or computer at youtube.com/Lawrence Public School. That is Lawrence Public School without an S at the end, so it is singular, not plural.
It looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct call on Billerica.
Penalty will be against Billerica for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Along with these games, you can also see a slew of educational videos produced by Lawrence Public Schools.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
So a 15-yard penalty will bring it to an automatic first down. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Lancers here with 9:37 to go in the fourth quarter. High snap to Valerio. He'll keep it. It looked like he was going to go to Richards, but he'll keep it and bring it out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Quarterback keeper, he picks up 8 yards on first down. Jake Marion knocked him out of bounds for Billerica.
It feels like Valerio's been running it more than Richards as of late.
Ball spotted at the 20-yard line of Billerica at 2nd down and 2.
I mean, this game's been very sideline oriented. Everything's gone in that direction.
Second and 2. Valerio, keeper again. Inside the 10. 5, touchdown Valerio. Once again, a flag on the play. We'll see how it's going to come back.
The quarterback keeper, there is a penalty flag on the play.
And it looks like it's holding on Lawrence.
And
Valerio shaking his head in disgust.
10-yard penalty.
3 straight holding penalties, calling off 3 huge plays for the Lancers.
Ball be spotted at the 18-yard line of Billerica.
The amount of chances the Lancers had to really blow this game open.
We're going to have a measurement.
well, maybe those chances came because they held. Well, at least we know we could be one of the best teams at holding.
Yeah. Penalty-wise, this seems to be one of the more challenging games for the Lancers. They've been pretty good this season with cutting back on the penalties. Last season, a tough year. This year, they've done a pretty good job with managing those penalties, being a disciplined team. Coaching staff doing a great job with that.
They definitely look like they've matured a lot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
for a young team, that's saying a lot too, you know?
And, you know, now it's like tonight's looking a little bit on the last year side. But we have the lead, so there's at least some good in that.
Christian Valentin coming out of the backfield. He'll go reverse this time, looking for a man to block. cut down the sideline, out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds at the 12.
Christian Valentin on the carry for Lawrence. He picks up 5 yards on first down.
Valentin cutting back and forth and stepped out of bounds inadvertently and bring up a 2nd and 5. Lewis Crispin and Crispin Valentin near side. Far side, you have Rainier Almonte and Justin Rivera. Going middle. Caught down at the 2-yard line is Lewis Crispin. So Crispin
is down at the 2-yard line.
Another reception.
Goal, Lawrence.
It feels like you could really rely on him with red zone receptions.
I'll tell you, these past couple games, the Lawrence wide receivers have really come into their own. Doing a great job getting open, doing a great job with yards after the catch.
Definitely. And just like, you know, juking players around.
Yeah, really spreading the offense around too.
Yeah.
And Nelson Valerio could be thankful for that too. There's Kenny Richards into the end zone for the touchdown. Kenny Richards with his first touchdown of the game on the ground. 2-yard touchdown pass. And that puts the Lancers ahead by 7, 20-13.
With the conversion pending.
Going for the extra point. Eddie Cabrera. Cabrera, the snap down, kick up, line drive. Through. Close. 21-13. Lancers up by 8.
This is where they've really put themselves in the driver's seat of this game. If they can stop Billerica, first of all, even if they allow a touchdown from Billerica, which is the worst case scenario, Billerica needs to get a 2-point conversion to tie it. And then the ball goes back to Lawrence. I think we know what Lawrence's goal would be at that point.
You know what it may come down to? Look at, if you remember back in the second quarter, Billerica went for a 2-point conversion instead of going for the extra point.
And that was, you know, that was a failure.
Missed that, and so now they're down by 8 instead of 6. Difference between a touchdown and possible win. So 21-13, 8:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lancers offense, pretty good drive and capped off by a Kenny Richards 2-yard touchdown run.
Xavier Santiago sets the kickoff for Lawrence.
Low line drive. Taken from the 10 by number 14 for Billerica. Jeff Trainer out of bounds.
Jeff Trainer on the kickoff return for Billerica. The 21-yard kickoff return. Xavier Santiago
right at the 30-yard line. So that's where Billerica will pick it up.
30-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Billerica.
The Lancers looking to improve to 2-5. Billerica still searching for that first win of the season and coming into this one at 0-6. They last lost to Central Catholic 42-13. The Lancers last beat Drake at 42-41. And in that game, you're seeing kind of a continuation. Valerio, 320 yards passing. Rainier Almonte, 134 yards receiving. And Lewis Crispin, 127. Jordan Billerica on the carry.
Quarterback keeper, he picks up 7 yards on first down. Tommy Tron, number 35, made the tackle for Lawrence. 2nd down and 3, Billerica at their own 37.
And just like that, Jordan Billerica taken down again.
On the carry. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Dion Gandy, number 1, led the Lancer defense. Third down and a long 3 for Billerica at their own 37.
So 3rd and 3 for Billerica. Bolorino in the shotgun has Nick Urkoya, the running back, next to him. And there's some miscommunication once again by Billerica. They'll be forced to call a timeout.
Timeout, Billerica.
With 7:02 to go in the 4th quarter. You know, looking at this Billerica squad, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors, not too many seniors. Quarterback, Bolorino, a senior. And other than that, mostly all sophomores, especially the receiving core and the line. In fact, only 9 seniors listed on their squad. Here's Bolorino back to pass, and it's going to be incomplete.
Bolorino's pass intended for Kevin Casey, incomplete.
They definitely look like they're rushing a lot of things right now.
And Burgos were there on defense for Lawrence.
But they're very similar to Lawrence. You know, that's why, you know, the one interesting thing about the MVC through all the years, you always have the teams that have their run at the top for 2 or 3 years, and then they drop to the bottom, and they build up their program, especially if they have a good feeder program. You look at the Central Catholics, the Andovers, the Chelmsford Billerica was there a couple of years ago.
So
they're rebuilding.
Implication that a feeder program?
Feeder programs are huge.
Wow, I never actually knew that.
Timeout, Billerica.
Yeah, well, if you look at, you know, for instance, like Billerica a couple of years ago, they were right at the top. You know, a lot of the kids will graduate. The feeder program, depending on how strong that is, will provide for the program. And you're seeing that right now with this Billerica squad, trying to rebuild the program and get it up. A lot of younger players.
Oh, makes sense. All right.
Oh.
Okay. I thought you said theater.
Feeder.
Oh, feeder. Okay.
Feeder programs.
Okay. That explains a lot. All right. Oh yeah, definitely. That's extremely important. And you know, just getting good players that really just provide a great future for your team.
Yeah.
I think that's what teams do a lot in MVC. Stock up on young players and then build up with them.
Right. You know, North Andover was really good the past couple of years. This year, off season, off year. No, and that's I wouldn't say it is a problem in Lawrence. There's not that feeder program to supply it. A lot of these players come into high school never played football before.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like they're going to pick it up in a year. It takes a couple of years. The good thing about this squad is a lot of the key positions, quarterback with Valerio, Kenny Richards, the running back, some of the wide receiver positions, Christian Valentin, he's a junior. You know what I mean? They have a chance. You know, they're here for the next couple of years, and they have a really chance to do something special in the next 2 years, if they can come together as a squad.
And it appears that the Billerica marching band is that? It's starting to go around the track with...
Lawrence takes over the ball. They'll have first and 10.
I think they're headed to the buses.
Oh. Okay.
Just under 7 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter.
And this is probably one of the longer games of the Lancers season.
And, you know, that's expected with 2 teams at the bottom, you know, passing the ball a lot. You got to give credit to this Lancer squad tonight, though. They've really come to play. They've spread the ball out, the wealth. They've been running the ball. Now you're going to notice them take some time off the clock. As a quarterback, Nelson Valerio has done a fantastic job controlling the game from the line of scrimmage. If they can just cut down on those holding penalties, much better. Valerio once again back to pass, scrambles into the pocket and taken down. He was down.
That's not something you see often from Valerio. No. He goes out of the pocket and scrambles
exactly.
back in.
He usually goes either to the left or the right. He doesn't go middle. So that's definitely true.
He definitely seems a lot more comfortable, though, going to his to his right, to me, when he's running.
So it's 3rd down and 17 to go for the Lancers.
It's getting pretty nippy out here. I mean, the wind's died down, so.
Valentin in the middle. Runs into the ref, onto the outside, scrambling, trying to get up to the 1st down, close to it, short by about 2.
Maybe had the ref not been there, that would have been a different story. But, you know, he's got to do his job.
Valentin, a junior, adding a spark to the offense here in the 2nd half for yards after the catch.
At the 17-yard line, Billerica.
You know, he's so small. He's only 5'8", 130, but he is fast after the catch. And he's fearless as well. Valerio back to pass again. And almost picked off. Thank you very much, Lewis Crispin, for playing defense on that offensive pass.
Number 20, Drew Andre. It's a turnover on downs, and Billerica will have the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
So Billerica will get the ball with 4:32 to go, down by 8, with a chance to tie it at most.
It's an interesting thing. Usually in a game that'll go this late, it's colder than any other game we've covered. You think the crowd would die down, but not today.
They've stayed. They're huddling together, but they stayed.
They're staying in little packs. And you see,
I am already missing summer.
Yeah.
It's only October. John Smith with the catch.
Complete to number 11, John Smith.
To Billerica.
That will stop the clock, which is very important for Billerica right now. They need to slow the game down, and well, not that it's hard to slow, but keep the game going slowly and give themselves a chance to really get back into it scoring wise, and just get that much needed touchdown.
And taken down.
On the tackle, bringing down Jordan Billerica for his 5th sack of the day. 2-yard loss.
These are Strahan-esque numbers we're seeing today. 5th sack of the day.
I think that's more indicative of the
offensive line for Billerica.
Yeah, the offensive line for Billerica.
This never happens.
No, you haven't seen those numbers this year, and that's not typical either. Billerica caught down to the 37-yard line.
We have to give him his credit. For a player who's been under pressure in every play, literally, like it has to have been every play, this drive, almost the whole game, he has been very accurate in his passing. And I just don't think that many other quarterbacks would be able to do that in the circumstances he's in right now.
No, you're right. You're right.
I don't even know that. I don't think Valerio would be able to do it because Valerio's not that kind of a quarterback. I mean, Valerio wouldn't be in the pocket anyway, so he wouldn't have to worry about the offensive line. But
so an injured player for Billerica on the field. 3:39 to go in the 4th. So the injured player taken off the field. 3:37, clock continues to go. 21-13, Lawrence looking to hold on for their second straight win. And flags on the play. False start, Billerica. That'll back him up 5 yards.
Illegal procedure motion prior to the snap. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Move the ball back to the 31-yard line. 1st and 15.
Almost picked off by the Lancers. Pass intended for Nick Arcoya. Arcoya unable to head on to the catch. 3:01 to go in the game if the Lancers can hold on.
This is the time for action from Billerica, if there is any.
Yeah, 2nd and 15. Lancers can get the ball back. They can just run out the clock. Arcoya back to pass. Rushes on. Gonna be taken down and sacked. Another sack.
Xavier Santiago's 6th sack.
For Xavier Santiago, you may want to use this for a recruitment video. 6 sacks for Xavier Santiago. Number 90.
This is amazing. Actually, it's not amazing. I think it's more negative.
It's just having his way with him. Yeah.
Then just positive for us. Did they get the Pop Warner offensive line?
There goes Billerica up to the 40. So a 3rd and 20. Now we'll turn to a 4th and 5.
Interesting though, he had to run down the middle, which is, you know, time continuing on the clock, which is.
That brings it to the 2-minute warning.
It's the 2-minute warning, 2 minutes remaining in the game.
And even with that large gain, still a 4th and 20.
I think that's wrong. It's 4th and 6 looking on the field. They just haven't changed that for some reason on the scoreboard.
I thought for a second that it had gotten really out of hand.
So 4th and 5, 4th and 6 they're going to call it. So a big stop coming up here for the Lancers and a big offensive play here for Billerica.
Probably the biggest.
And Billerica will call a timeout.
Timeout, Billerica.
And Billerica will think this over.
Some more.
And figure some more.
They did just have the 2-minute warning, and now they'll have a timeout.
Very patient crowd today.
Yep. With this win, the Lancers can hold on. They will go to 2 and 6 on the season. The remainder of their schedule isn't known right now. They'll find out soon enough who they'll be playing to finish out the season as they head into the month of November. That's all due to the new MIAA playoff system.
Billerica ball, 4th down and 6 from their own 40-yard line.
Fourth and 6. Big play here for the Lancers. Caught, inbounds, 1st down for Billerica.
Pass complete to number 14, Chef Trainer, and that is good for a Billerica 1st down.
Minute 53. Did he go out of bounds?
No, stayed in bounds, but the clock will stop as they reset the chains, and now the clock runs.
First and 10, Billerica.
Billerica with 2 timeouts remaining. Lawrence with 4. Look for them to use 1 timeout possibly after this play if they can't get out of bounds. The pass, deep. Gonna be batted away, incomplete. Nice defense by Lawrence, secondary.
Burgos on the coverage for Lawrence. They'll bring up second down for Billerica. About a minute and a half remaining in the game.
1:27 to go here in the 4th quarter. Lancers trying to hold on to an 8-point lead.
And Lancers really want to pressure the sideline, not let him get out of bounds. So if they're going to hit him, they have to hit him and push them in to make and try to ensure that they can run the clock down with force Billerica to make fast plays.
Scrambling again. Going to be incomplete. So a 3rd down and 10 coming up for Billerica. 1:20 to go.
Pass intended for a trainer, incomplete. 3rd down.
I think a homecoming game like this is almost unprecedented in Lawrence's thing.
Time-wise.
Time-wise.
Past my bedtime, Trey. And a timeout call now by Lawrence.
Timeout Lawrence.
And being carried off the field right now is Rainier Almonte.
That's not good.
Looks like he has a tight hamstring.
It's not good, but in the end, we're not going to be passing it a lot right now. We're not in a position to be making a lot of passes, so.
You know what happens a lot of times right now is players standing around with all these timeouts. The cold air is going to cause some cramps. And it looks like Rainier Almonte out of the game right now, trying to stretch out his hamstring. 1:20 to go. 3rd down and 10 for Billerica from the 48-yard line. Flag on the play. So offsides, Lawrence.
Why? Just try.
Penalty against Lawrence.
This is not the time for anything like that. You just need to be as careful as possible.
Lawrence making it easy for Billerica. 3rd and 5 now from just inside the 45-yard line. Trying to go for another sack, and they do. Jordan Bollerino taken down.
Santiago was there again.
Xavier Santiago with his 7th sack of the game.
It's not even funny anymore. I'm still laughing, but.
At around the 49-yard line of Billerica, it'll be 4th down.
And Bollerino not getting up.
I think this is becoming a joke for him now with the sack.
They may have knocked him out this time.
Oh.
As he's still on the field, hurt. That's what 7 sacks will do to you. And that's exactly, he has a tight hamstring this time too. You see the trainer out there stretching it out. Number of players stretching it out. Trying to stay warm.
Clock has run under a minute.
.57 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 21-13, Lawrence on top. So 4th and 12.
Under a minute to play in the game.
And now a timeout by Billerica. This is kind of getting insane.
Did that not give them enough time to think things out?
New quarterback. It looks like the Lancers finally knocked out Jordan Bollerino. as he will be coming out of the game with 54 seconds to go. Lawrence Lancers on top 21-13 as they're en route to their second straight win.
I really feel bad for that quarterback. How many times did he get sacked?
Well, 7 times by one player. How many other times? You know, double digits we're looking at.
Oh gosh. He's gonna be really sore tomorrow. Feels like this is made to be like this. Like this game's supposed to be like this. I don't know.
Okay, here we go. 4th and 11. This should determine.
Media timeout.
Yeah, media timeout. Who's going to call a timeout? Billerica with 1 timeout left. Lancers with 3. Bolderino's still in there. Going up top. Incomplete pass. And the Lancers will get their second straight win. Last week was Drake-it, this week Billerica.
Takes over the ball, 1st and 10 at the Billerica 49.
Definitely the player of the game, Xavier Santiago, 7 sacks. The big man on the inside, carrying the Lancer defense, plowing through Billerica's line. And Valerio will just have to kneel it down, and that's what he will do. Clock will run.
Nelson Valerio takes a knee on 1st down.
And
you know,
let the horn blow and commence.
Yeah, exactly. Lawrence Lancers with a great win here. 2 wins in a row. And we will find out the rest of the Lancers' schedule. Stay tuned for that, as kind of the second half of the season will get underway in another week.
That'll be the final play of our ball game.
But the Lancers come out on top on this one, 21-13. Great effort offensively and defensively by the Lancers. Valerio spreading the wealth around in the air. Kenny Richards with the ground attack. And on the defensive side, Xavier Santiago with 7 sacks as the Lancers now move to 2-6. Billerica Indians still winless at 0-7. But that'll do it for us, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. Lancers, second straight win. Until next time, everybody, have a good evening.